Erev Tov Chaverim, I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. This afternoon in Israel, here on Thursday, it was a very sad situation. There, 4 Israeli military men were hit while they were there. They're in a Humvee. You can see in the picture here, sitting on the side of the road. And an Arabic terrorist there came by very fast. You'll see it. It's going to happen real quick. They pause it, and then they hit them right there. They were examining the video footage here. All 4 men are in serious condition. Three have been treated in one very serious condition there. The door is ripped completely off the vehicle. The driver that's on the inside of the car from the impact flies out of the car. You'll see that here in just a second there. He hits the ground there. He is not seriously injured there, but the other ones there that are hit and ran over by the car, very serious condition indeed there. The terrorist was able to escape. His vehicle was later found. Another serious thing about the incident, though, is that the terrorist was actually found in his car with a stun grenade, as well as a semi-automatic M16. And that, as I say, is very, very serious to find out that he actually had an M16 semi-automatic weapon in his vehicle as well. Other things are going on in Israel as well today. Also, the government is demanding from Jordan, there's a ban on religious Jews. According to the Deputy Foreign Minister, Tzipi Hatlovely, steps in amid an ongoing refusal of Jordan to allow religious Jews into the country. The Foreign Ministry is investigating several incidents in which Jordanian authorities have denied entry to the country for observant Jews, with the latest incident coming Wednesday evening when Jews who were wearing kippot, or the kippah that is, and other religious garb were told they could not enter into the country. In the wake of the incident, the Jordanian ambassador to Israel was asked to provide an explanation at the Foreign Ministries on Thursday. The family attempted to enter Jordan through the border crossing from Eilat to Aqaba, with the intention of spending a few hours on the Jordanian side of the border on a southern vacation destination. But at the border, they were told that if they want to enter Jordan, they need to remove their Jewish religious garb. The family agreed not to wear a kippot or other religious symbols while they were in Jordan, but the soldiers demanded that they surrender those items before crossing the border. The incident echoed others in the recent past in which Jordan has refused entry to religious Jews who are carrying tefillin. With them, they were told that they had to leave them at the border if they wanted to enter the country. In the past, Jordan has said that the reason was that they were afraid of unrest. Israel has been quietly examining the issue, but in the wake of Wednesday's incident, Deputy Foreign Minister Tzipi Hatlovely has decided to get involved. It should be noted, Israeli diplomats said that both sides were striving to prevent the matter from turning into a hostile international incident there. You know, it's kind of interesting because in one way I can understand, okay, maybe this is to prevent violence from breaking out. But then again, as we watch the Jordanians who also take control of the Temple Mount there, it seems to me that they are only exercising more and more control over the Jewish people and what the Jewish people do in and around the country there. Very serious situation. And one other news thing I wanted to share with you guys that was really kind of interesting to me that I saw today on Israel National News was in regards to ISIS and the money that ISIS is actually making or that they have made up to date. According to the latest estimates there, they have made $1.5 billion. You've heard that right, $1.5 billion. And that's from the sale of illegal oil. They have made about $500 million on that. The rest of the money that they have made, which would be a totaling of $1 billion, has come through the extortion as well as the robbing of the banks in both Iraq and Syria and taking all the money that is in the vaults there. And of course, it's kind of interesting if you think about it. It doesn't seem that there's a whole lot of complaint on the U.S.'s side because it makes sure that they are able to pay for the military arms that the U.S. has been supplying them with. So I don't see too much complaint on their side, to say the very least there. In other news there, On the on Russian side there, we have a lot of different things that have been going on as far as the war has been heating up there in the Middle East there. But one of the ones that really caught my attention today was that there are going to be 100,000 foreign troops, including Americans, to be deployed in Iraq, according to the an MP claims. This is very interesting, and I found out the statistics on this, that there's actually, well, it's even here on RT News, 100,000 foreign troops, including 90,000 from Saudi Arabia, the UAE, the Qatar, and Jordan, and 10,000 troops from America will be deployed in the western regions of Iraq. This was very interesting in this particular news here, because Obama has stated on many occasions that he would not put boots on the ground. That's been stated at least 5 or 6 times that I am aware of myself. We do know that in Syria he has special forces operating in there. We have actually seen on RT's footage there the Navy SEALs actually operating side by side with Turkish soldiers in right near Nineveh there. Some of the footage that they have shown there, very interesting to say the least. And so therefore, when Russia is dealing with the problems with Turkey, we see that America is working side by side with Turkey, which is in hand working alongside those rebel forces against Bashar al-Assad in Saudi Arabia, in Syria. Now, the troops that they're bringing in there to be on the western side of Syria, they're 100,000 strong. I'm only wondering if they're not planning on doing an invasion eventually into Syria. The U.S. having 10,000 troops there ready, available there for combat can only indicate that something may change in the near future. They're preparing in the event that a conflict breaks out with Russia in the region there. So have to keep our heads up and watch exactly what goes on in that particular area there. It says also on another article here, over 20 Saudi-led coalition troops killed in a friendly fire. Government forces retake a key city there. According to this, as at least 20 Saudi coalition troops have reportedly been killed in a friendly fire in Yemen as troops loyal to Yemeni government captured the city of Zanzibar. The fighters died in transit to the city when they were hit by an airstrike from their own forces. The incident took place on Saturday evening as the troops were moving towards Zanzibar. Their convoy was struck by a coalition airstrike, according to the Yemeni security officials and pro-government fighters who were cited by AP. This comes after 3 soldiers from the United Arab Emirates were killed by landmines planted by the Houthi rebel forces as the latter retreated from Zanzibar, the capital of Abyan province in the UAE. State news agency WAM said on Saturday, without detailing where or when they were killed. WAM said they died while taking part in the Arab coalition led by Saudi Arabia to support the legitimate government in Yemen. On Saturday, the Saudi-led coalition retook Zanzibar after launching preliminary airstrikes and a series of coordinated attacks on the strategic locations held by the rebels. Anyway, a lot of interesting things that are going on there. This weekend we'll be getting into a lot more information here with you. We'll have some deep and detailed broadcast on prophetic news of the things, how these things relate to Bible prophecy about the events that are happening in the Middle East. Hope you'll join us here on Israeli News Live, as well as you can join us on a live stream. That'll be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time starting tomorrow evening, and also on Sunday evening as well, 3:30 p.m. Catch us there on live stream. That's Stephen Danoon, as well as right here on YouTube. And we'll also be working on some of our teachings. The one that I promised you I would get to, we ran into a few little issues here, so it's kind of set me back a little bit. But bringing out the message that I've been wanting to bring out, the kingdom of God, and that we are nearing, of course we're nearing the time period, but the kingdom of God being within you and without. I'm Stephen Benoon. You're watching Israeli News Live. Shalom and good evening.